Good day, here are today's top stories from the Pna Headlines. The House of Representatives pays tribute to women this National Women's Month by advancing key measures promoting women's rights. House Committee on Women and Gender Equality Chair and Bataan 1st District Representative Geraldine Roman said she is proud that the House has passed its version of the divorce bill. She said the bill is a significant step for women seeking legal remedies from failed and abusive marriages. She, however, admits the bill, which was transmitted to the Senate last year, is facing obstacles in the upper chamber. Roman also saw changes to at least 11 provisions of the Family Code, which she deemed outdated as they prioritize the husband in family decisions. Other proposals that Roman highlighted include holding public officials accountable for inappropriate conduct through the Safe Spaces Act, requiring political parties to give women 40% of their candidate lists positions, and disaster policies that assure equal treatment to women. More news from the House. Several lawmakers have expressed openness over the creation of a digital council that would help combat the spread of fake news in the country. Bataan 1st District Representative Geraldine Roman said the so-called Digital Council of the Philippines would craft its own code of ethics to be followed by media and content creators. The council will also serve as a platform for victims of fake news to file complaints and for fact-checking. Roman said a code of ethics enforced by an independent authority outside of government control will help fight fake news. For his part, House Deputy Majority Leader Paulo Ortega V warned that everyone, and not just politicians and public servants, can fall victim to fake news. He proposed that campaigns against fake news should begin at the grassroots level to address related issues such as mental health and bullying in school and offices. The Presidential Communications Office is studying the creation of a regulatory body that would monitor and evaluate social media content to stop fake news. Meanwhile, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said the Department of Justice is reviewing the cyber libel law to address fake news and disinformation. The Department of Agriculture vows to run after those behind a supposedly smuggled shipment of frozen fish declared as plant-based commodities from China. DA Secretary Francisco Tiu Laurel Jr. led a spot check on two of the 1940-footer vans containing frozen mackerels at the South Harbor Port of Manila. The shipment, worth about 202 million pesos, arrived on January 1 and were declared as plant-based commodities such as fried taro sticks, sweet potato balls, and assorted food items. Tiu Laurel said the DA Bureau of Customs and Food and Drugs Administration will go after the perpetrators and bring them to justice. He said those behind the misdeclared shipment may be held liable for outright smuggling under the new Anti-Economic Sabotage Act. Customs Commissioner Bienvenido Rubio said the shipments were consigned to Straradava Household Products Company Limited and Fendi Consumers Goods Trading. FDA Director General Samuel Zacate, meanwhile, assured that they will not tolerate these kinds of modus operandi. Presidential Communications Office Secretary Jay Ruiz strongly slammed a report associating him with a private media firm that secured over 200 million pesos in government contracts. In an interview, Ruiz said that he is not the owner, stockholder, or even a shareholder of the company Digital 8 Incorporated. Ruiz said he only served as an authorized representative for Digital 8 during the negotiations with the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office for the airing of lotto draws over state channel IBC 13. He stressed that the deal was signed before his appointment as PCO chief and that he had resigned from Digital 8 this January. Ruiz added that the report posted on social media site Politico is part of a demolition job aimed at undermining his credibility. He lamented that the allegations were publicized without anyone getting his side of the story and that the news had affected his family. Ruiz also said he is already divesting his interests in his other businesses, including a political communications management company where he is associated with. Moving on to our business news, the Department of Energy encourages the public to adopt energy efficiency measures to ensure the stability of the country's power supply due to the looming dry season. The DOE in a statement has urged the public to refrain from high energy consuming activities during peak hours. Peak hours are typically from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekdays and from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on weekends. The DOE said shifting energy-intensive operations to off-peak hours can help lessen grid strain, improve energy efficiency, and create a more sustainable power system. Meanwhile, Senate President Francis Escudero calls for a stricter regulation on mining operations to maximize the industry's contribution to the national economy. Escudero on Monday presided over the public hearing on inactive, non-operational, invalid, or unused exploration permits or EPs and mineral production sharing agreements or MPSA. During the hearing, Escudero said EPs and MPSA do not benefit the people and contradict the declared policy of the Philippine Mining Act of 1995. Moreover, he added that these unused EPs and MPSAs also impede the government from issuing permits to more capable contractors. Meanwhile, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas reported that over 1.3 billion pesos worth of coins have been deposited through its coin deposit machines as of February 16 this year. The CODM project was launched on June 20, 2023 to allow customers to conveniently deposit their legal tender coins as credits on their GCash, Maya, and other electronic account wallets or convert them into shopping vouchers. This initiative supports the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas coin recirculation program. The BSP has deployed CODMs in partner malls across the Greater Manila area. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. I'm Marita Muaje. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.